recording this video for close trade Thursday 9th of May 2013. Going to make it a really quick video. Want to talk quickly about the Forex charts. So a few days ago we had these blue professional bars kind of come up on a whole bunch of Forex charts, and I said we need to wait and just see what happens. I always say this with pro bars, professional bars. Once you see them kind of go off, you want to see where the market kind of goes after that, and now we got some resolution. So been really bullish on the US dollar, and we kind of came into the highs up at 83 here on the dollar index, and we kind of came down, pulled back to end of trend, a little bit of exhaustion. But over the last couple of days, you can see the support levels held. We had quite a lot of selling, and this blue professional bar, I was guessing at the time, was anxiousness to get on board dollar index, kind of selling down the other currencies and kind of getting the move going. And then we went into a tiny little consolidation pattern. As I was saying a couple of days ago, I was guessing this was a bullish flag. You see just amateur bars, not sure which way to go. We're looking for a breakout of the highs and lows of this blue professional bar. We come back yesterday, we came back into this kind of professional zone, and then today, bang, we exploded out of it. So in my mind, we've got resolution now in terms of what the professionals were doing here and which way the currencies are going to break over the next few days. They'll be testing the highs at 83 up here and potentially going through. And then you can see the same kind of pattern on a whole bunch of charts. So Canadian dollar, we kind of overshot this resistance level, but it was amateur up bars, and we ended up with a Rambo pattern here. And today's activity, we've kind of come down quite hard. So kind of see a resumption of the trend. Still think we're in a downtrend on the Canadian dollar. You know, we've had this exhaustion selling, getting the move going. We kind of temporarily run out of puff here, kind of down here, but I think we're going to be coming back down to the 97s. Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, I put out a very long video a few days ago talking about the 102 and the parity levels with the Aussie dollar. Just after the video went out, we had the Reserve Bank of Australia. They reduced rates on the Aussie dollar, official interest rates here in Australia by 25 basis points, and the Aussie dollar sold off immediately, and we went through the 102 level. But then we had, kind of market hung around a little bit, didn't know which way to go. Then yesterday's activity, tonight, Thursday's activity, bang, we get resolution. They kind of gamed it up and then used that kind of push back up into the 2.5s to get into position. They sold it down really hard. So professional down bar through support, that for me is falling through the ice. So again, what the Aussie dollar has been an incredibly strong currency over the last couple of years. We got up to the 104, 105 kind of area. This is the futures contract, and then we had exhaustion, and that was the professionals saying, I need to get short on this thing. And we again kind of tested back into that kind of professional selling zone. Amateur up bars, bang, broke through the lows of that again, and another kind of down bar. This is the exhaustion selling, getting the move going. So to expect now we're broken into a downtrend on the Aussie dollar. British pound, we had quite a strong rally back. There were a couple of kind of good numbers kind of came out of the pound. We ended up with the little pullback to end of trend sequence, and then today's activity, blue professional down bar again. So up here, this kind of getting short on that retrace, and then kind of, I call this a U-turn. So it's like, professionals getting short on the retrace up here, and then kind of anxious to get on board it on the way down. So let's wait and see. Pound, I'm kind of expecting to kind of follow through over the next couple of days, and then kind of test down to these lows. And then the euro. So the euro, we had a little bit of strength, and then this was professional activity, just like the dollar index. Euro is a very big component of the dollar index, so the charts kind of mirror each other. They're kind of the reverse of each other. So this was professionals kind of selling down. Then we had a little bit of anxiousness, not sure what was going on with the amateur bars here, kind of in a little bit of, I was guessing the other day, a bear flag. We had a little bit of strength back into the zone, this kind of professional zone. You can see the highs kind of came into that professional kind of type activity, and then with Thursday's activity, bang, they sell it down. We're kind of below the lows now of that blue professional bar, so expecting continuation on the downside here. And Japanese yen, Japanese yen's been this unbelievable downward tear. So we had a bullish pullback to end of trend exhaustion selling with bullish divergence right on the zero line. And I always say, if you see that type of activity, wait for a flush before you see some kind of bounce. I'm not suggesting there's an end of trend in sight for the Japanese yen. It's like, who knows? But the move's been incredibly strong so far. So, it's trying to find a bottom. This parity level is an important level, but we're heading down to find that kind of flush pattern. So we'll see where that kind of ends up. So there we go, back to the dollar index. So now we got this kind of nice little pattern where we got a strong bar on the dollar index breaking out of that consolidation kind of area. So let's see where we go next. I'm guessing above 83.5, and continuation of the uptrend, and then that'll mean strength in bonds, and we'll see. There we go, quick video on the Forex charts.